I guess your basic idea of a man, as far as society is concerned, is that idea of a tall guy with short hair, maybe a beard and muscles. Sort of your Tom Selleck kind of guy. Well, I'm arguably the exact opposite of that. I mean, look at me. I'm a short kid with no facial hair, deep voice, and I'm pretty scrawny. I'm still a man. My name is Logan James Salcedo. I'm 19 years old. I live in New York City, and I'm female to male transgender. I'm a student at LaGuardia Community College, majoring in photography, and I'm currently in the middle of my transition from female to male. I'd sort of always known that I wasn't really a girl growing up, but I never had the words to explain it until I found out what being transgender was when I was 17 in about October of 2010. Then I started clicking the pieces together, and then I realized that I was trans and that I was much better off living as male. Around the same time, I also started questioning my sexuality, and for a while I thought I liked girls, but I eventually, after trying out a lot of different labels, realized that I'd best describe myself as what I like to say is homo-flexible, which is I am primarily homosexual, but I wouldn't rule out the possibility of dating a girl, and because I am male-identified, I am a gay male. A lot of people ask me why I want to transition to live as male if I'm attracted to men, but it's about who I am, not who I like. I'm not out to my family. Well, I'm out to my brother, who's come around after some time and is relatively supportive, but I'm not out to my parents because they're very, very conservative, and coming out could potentially cause me to get kicked out, or at the very least just have a very difficult living situation with them. They do know that something's up, but it's sort of the unspoken thing between us. We used to have a lot of arguments over the way that I present myself as far as how I dress and everything, but they've come to get a little bit better with it, so I'm sort of hoping to ease them into explaining who I am. I live as male basically everywhere except at home, and most of my friends know and are very supportive. I have recently sort of met some new people who they know me as male, but I haven't wanted to sort of disclose my past to them because I don't always feel that it's relevant. But my friends are the ones who know, are very supportive and very understanding, and they're basically the people that help me get through this and sort of pick me up when I'm down, and if it wasn't for them, I don't know where I would be. One of the biggest problems I probably have is how gendered a lot of things are. As far as, for example, bathrooms, I've recently gotten comfortable enough to use the men's bathroom, but it's always sort of a risk that I take because it's a hit or miss as to whether people read me as male or female. So that's definitely a problem that I have with being in gendered spaces. Before there was a gender-neutral bathroom in my school, and before I was confident that I would be read as male, I would basically have to hold it all day because I was scared to go into the bathroom, and it was always a choice of, am I going to get possibly beat up going in the men's bathroom, or am I going to get yelled at going into the women's, and it was always a difficult conflict that I had to deal with. Sometimes I get stares in public, but I'm really fortunate in living in New York City because it's there's so much variety and there's so much diversity in New York City that people never really think twice about seeing someone whose maybe gender is different or who looks differently than they do. I'll eventually deal with the situation with my parents and they accept me, or even if they don't, even if I have to leave at some point in my life, start testosterone. Hopefully in the not so distant future, so as to sort of become that typical idea of a man and to ease my gender dysphoria. And once I've been on testosterone for a while, I hope to get top surgery. Mainly, I'm really excited. Sometimes it's something that I just need. I have some days where my gender dysphoria is so severe that I feel like I need to start testosterone 5 months ago, you know? Sometimes I do worry about it. I feel that it's really healthy to question your decisions in life. And sometimes I wonder if 10 or so years down the line, if I'll still be sure this is what I wanted. Trans people are just people trying to live their lives like anybody else. Yeah, I might be different from you as far as how my body is and how I identify. But at the end of the day, I'm still a human being with dreams and aspirations. I'm just a kid trying to figure myself out.